Right now, you might be living a life that's safe, comfortable, predictable, and on the surface, that doesn't sound bad, but deep down, you know you're capable of more. Most people play small because it's less scary, right? Because the idea of aiming higher and missing terrifies them. But here's the thing. Aiming small and hitting your target is often the fastest way to feeling stuck, bored, and full of regret later on. No worries, don't leave. Today, I'm going to show you how to work towards something bigger, something that excites you, challenges you, and yes, maybe even scares you a little bit. We're talking about big goals, big visions, and big moves, and why the risk of failure is worth it every single time. Imagine for a second. Think about that goal, right? That life goal, the big goal you have, right? Think about it. Find it. You got it? It's too small. I think I might have made somebody upset. Step 1, understand why bigger is better. When you aim for something small, you only stretch as far as you need to reach it, right? But when you aim for something bigger, you stretch way beyond what you thought was possible. Big goals force you to grow your skills, your network, your habits, everything. They raise your standard for yourself. And here's the truth. Whether you aim small or big, both take effort. So why not put that energy towards something that will actually change your life? Yes, there's risk of failure, but there's an even bigger risk you might not have thought about. Risk of regret. Ugh, that's a nasty word, regret. I would rather fail than to experience regret. What if I went for it? What if I actually pursued this thing that scared me? What if I don't want to say what if. I don't want that to be a part of my vocabulary, right? I don't want to experience regret. Regret is nasty, man. Nasty work. I've never met someone who said, I'm so glad I didn't try for my dream. Like, huh? But I have met plenty of people who say, I wish I went for it when I had the chance. I wish I did this when I was younger. I wish I took this opportunity. I think it's perfectly okay to fail. I'm not afraid of failure. I've failed many times before. Like, I know what it feels like to fall and hit the ground. I don't think that you'll be okay with sitting with regret and looking back years later like, wow, I really wish I would have went for that, or I really wish I would have tried harder. Step 2, let your goals scare you. Just let it. If your goal doesn't make you a little bit nervous, it's not big enough. That nervous feeling that your brain is saying, hey, we've never done this before, that's exactly where growth lives. Fear is a sign that you're stepping into something new and worthwhile. It's not a red light, it's a green light. Go for it, or at least proceed with caution, but proceed regardless. Ask yourself, what's the goal I haven't admitted out loud because I'm afraid I can't do it? That's probably the one you should start moving forward. Have you ever felt nervous to tell someone that you're doing something or you're working on something because you're like, I don't even know if I'm really gonna stick to it? Reevaluate that goal one more time. Look at it in the eyes. Don't turn away. Stare it down. It's like when you have a goal that's too big, it's like staring down a tiger, eye to eye, face to face. But this is your tiger to tame. Step 3, break down the mountain. Working towards something bigger doesn't mean you have to do it all at once. That's the quickest way to burn out. Instead, define the vision. What's the big picture you want? Then reverse engineer it. Break it down into smaller milestones. Focus on the inputs, just like I talked about in my procrastination video if you watched. Hey, track the actions and not the results. For example, if your big goal is to double your income, your milestone might be starting a side hustle, then scaling it, then reinvesting. You don't start at the top, you climb step by step. If it feels too big, break it down into phases, stages, make it bite-sized, right? You're not gonna eat the whole cow at once. Start off with the ribs, then you go to the, then I don't know the parts of a cow, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You have to take this stuff step by step, break it down into manageable parts so that you don't feel overwhelmed. Because when you're going for something big, it's overwhelming. All right. So to make it manageable, break it down into parts, right? Look at the big picture and phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in however many phases that you need, break it down and then track your progress. Step 4, surround yourself with bigger thinkers. You can't think bigger if you're constantly around people who are content with less. Find communities, mentors, or even online spaces where people are doing things that feel impossible to you right now. The more you are around bigger thinkers, the more normal these big moves feel. Remember, your environment shapes your expectations. If you want to level up, you have to level up your circle. Now, a part of that is, you know, oh, I don't have friends who are doing what I'm doing and I don't have anybody who supports me, da 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 da. Listen, that's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Even if every morning you are listening to a podcast on your way to work around the thing that you want to do, do it. If it is your desire to go back to school, why are you not listening to things around that subject? Or if it's your desire to go into business, why are you not listening to, you know, podcasts that really motivate you and push you to do that thing? Or listening to people who are actually doing that thing? Looking on Facebook. These Facebook groups are out here to help you, and you're just, it is totally within your control to change your circle. Now, I'm not telling you cut off friends, but if that's what you want to do, that's you. If you need to stop talking to small-minded people about your big dream because it's scaring them, it's already scaring you. Now it's scaring them. Like, don't share it with people who have small minds. Only surround yourself with big thinkers. One of my favorite podcasts to listen to is The Department by Omar. He talks about like content creation, YouTube, building businesses, things like that. If you're on my journey that I'm currently on, definitely check them out. If you are into entrepreneurship, especially if you are a believer, like you're a Christian, Myron Golden, oh my God, listening to his podcast will change your life, change your mindset. He talks about how if you think $1 million is too big, then it's gonna be too big. Like, you're not gonna reach $1 million. Like, but if you think of these figures as something that's small and attainable, then you're more likely to attain these figures, right? To reach these goals. So if you think it's too big, it probably is. So definitely work on surrounding yourself with big thinkers, and you'll see, like, wow, y'all are talking about $1 million like it's 5 cents. Start listening to these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just delivering what I have received. Step 5, accept that failure is a part of the game. Boy, I have started quite a few businesses and they have all failed for one reason or another, whether it was personal reasons, whether it was COVID, whether it was just me not feeling like continuing. I didn't feel, you know, like that it was going anywhere. And I am not afraid to say it. I'm not scared to say it. I'm not scared to say it. And I'm still in the game. Failure is a part of the game. Now, let me bring myself back a little bit. Here's a mindset shift that will change everything. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of success. When you work towards something bigger, you will make mistakes, guaranteed. You will fall short, but every failure is feedback. I'm gonna say it again. Every failure is feedback. Think about all the failures you've had in your life. Cringe, I know. Embarrassing, I know. Hard, I know. If you are too afraid to look at those failures and analyze what went wrong, you're likely to make the same mistake again. It's feedback. Look at the data, right? When something goes wrong, when an earthquake happens, scientists look at the data. What happened before the earthquake, during, what was the aftermath of it? Is it easy to look at? By no means, but you have to look at it, right? So every earthquake in your life, every pitfall, every failure, look back at that. Journal about it, think about it, even if it's just for 2 seconds. What went wrong? Was it me? Did I give up too early? Maybe I wasn't educated enough. What happened in the midst of this failure? What was the cause? What was the prerequisite to this failure? What happened before the fall? What happened afterwards? How did I handle that failure? Was I too rough with myself? I'm steady preaching to myself. Because that last part really hits home, because when you think about failures, some people are very gentle with themselves. I'm like, I'm very rough with myself sometimes, right? And then that prevents me from moving forward to other things, from moving forward to bigger things. Like, no, we're going to look at failure, we're going to dissect it, and we're going to learn from it. Failure is feedback. It teaches you what to adjust, what to try next, and what actually works. The only real failure is quitting. And if you're moving forward, even slowly at your own pace, you're still in the game, baby. You still in the game. Step 6, anchor yourself to your why. I talk about this all the time for a reason. When you're chasing something big, there will be days when it feels impossible. That's when you need your why. There's gonna be days you don't even feel like it. Your why is the emotional reason this goal matters. It's what makes you get up when motivation is gone. Write it down, say it out loud, keep it in front of you. If your why is strong enough, you'll find the how. Ooh, that's so good. That's so good. If your why is strong enough, you will find the how. Playing small might feel safe, but it's the fastest way to wake up one day and wonder, what if I tried? Working towards something bigger isn't just about achieving the goal. It's about becoming the person who's capable of achieving it. That's the real reward. My name is Gabby, and I help women create a life that they love through conversations that turn into actions. So here's your challenge. Write down one big, slightly scary goal today. Then list the first 3 small actions you can take this week to move towards it. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start before you're ready. Because the truth is, you are more capable than you think. And the only thing standing between you and the bigger life you want is the decision to go for it. If this inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone you know is playing small. Ooh, calling them out. Your future self is watching. Make her proud. History has its eyes on you. Let me not get, am I gonna get, no, I don't think so. I hope not. Hamilton fans, where y'all at? Thank you for watching this video. Peace.